fireworks and symphonies exploding in the sky. With you, I'm alive. Like all the
Hello, netizens. Welcome to the song Heard My Inner World. And this is actually a quiet corner of your DJ Philosopher by night. And again, this is your DJ Philosopher, MelKat. So here, I'm not trying to explain the official meaning of the song, okay? I'm here to share what the song awakened inside me because it is not a review of the song, or it is an archetype of conversation it started within. So maybe you will actually agree about this, or maybe not, and you might actually hear a completely different thing. And that's okay, because music has a strange way of meeting each of us where we already are. So tonight, let me tell you about the song that heard my inner world. And this song, excuse me, is when people hear Sad Song by We the Kings featuring Elena Coats, they may hear romance, right? They may hear devotion, they may hear the ache of missing someone who made life feel complete. But when I heard it again, it no longer felt like an open wound, okay? It felt like an emotional residue, the kind that remains after healing has already begun. Not during the storm, okay? But the scent of rain that lingers after the clouds have moved on. Have you experienced that before? Like the smell of the rain after the actual storm. It actually kind of smells nice, to be honest. So, and as I listened, okay, to this song, I heard something else. I heard the danger of making another person the only harmony in your life. There is something beautiful about love that makes you feel alive, okay? The kind of love that makes your past feel softer. The kind of love that makes fear quieter. The kind of love that feels like missing pieces finally finding each other. But there is also a quiet question hiding underneath that beautiful thing. Okay? What happens when someone becomes the only reason you feel whole? What happens when their presence becomes your peace? Their attention becomes your proof, right? Their nearness becomes your identity. Because somewhere along the way, I realized something, okay? Love is meant to be shared, right? Not outsourced. There is quite a difference between saying I love you and I need you to complete me. The first connection, well, basically, the first is actually connection, right? And the second one is actually a quiet hand, someone or handing someone else responsibility for parts of ourselves that were always ours to nurture. Maybe that is why the song feels so bittersweet. Because it reminds me of the version of myself that genuinely believed another person could become the missing half of my soul. When perhaps I was never half to begin with. At first, it feels romantic, right? It feels like a connection. It feels like finally someone understands the song inside of me. But slowly, without noticing, we may begin to forget that you had music before them. Maybe not the same music, maybe not the same, not as loud, maybe not as sweet, right? But you were not really empty. You were not nothing at all. You were never only a sad song, waiting for someone else to become your melody. And that is where this song touches something inside of me. Because sometimes after love leaves, or even after the idea of love does not arrive, we are not only grieving the person, we're grieving the version of ourselves that felt more alive beside them. The version that laughed differently, the version that hoped more easily, right? The version that believed that the future a hand to hold. And when that presence disappeared, the silence feels personal. Parang biglang nawala yung background music ng buhay mo. Right? You still exist, yes. You still wake up, yes. You still move, basically, yes. You still function, yes. But something inside feels off-key. And maybe that is what emotional residue is. It's not always the person. Sometimes it is the echo of who you become when you felt love. The habits that remain, the dreams you rehearsed, the places you mentally saved for two people, what else? The future you arrange around a presence that is no longer there. And maybe that is why this song really hurts. Because it names a feeling many people are afraid to admit. Without you, I do not know who I am. For a while, not forever, but for a while. And maybe we shame ourselves for that too quickly to say, dapat nakamove on na ako. Dapat okay na ako. Dapat hindi na ako affected. But the heart is not a light switch. That's the problem. It's not. It's more like a room after a concert. The music has stopped, but the walls are still vibrating. That does not mean you are actually weak. It means something moved through you. Something that actually mattered. Something left a residue. But here is where the reflection changes, okay? A person can be part of your melody. Don't get me wrong. Without basically becoming the only song you know how to sing. Love can be beautiful without becoming the place where your whole identity lives. Someone can make you feel alive without being the reason you are alive. And maybe healing begins when we stop asking, how do I become whole without them? And start asking instead, what part of me or what parts of me did they awaken that I can now learn to keep? Right? It's a very deep question. Maybe they awaken softness. Maybe they awaken courage. Maybe they awaken the playfulness. Maybe they awaken the part of you that still wanted to actually believe. And maybe the task now is not to erase the song. Maybe the task is to stop making it the only one in your playlist. Because you are not just a song. You are the singer. You are the silence before the first note. You are the breath that begins again. You are the instrument being returned after grief. So if someone becomes or become your favorite melody, honor that, but do not forget, your soul had music before they arrived. That means there is already a melody and a music within you, and it will discover new melodies after they leave, just to let you know. So yeah, your soul had music before they arrived, and it will discover new melodies long after they leave. That's beautiful. And a little bit of painful. Okay, this has been the song Heard My Inner World. I am MelKat, your DJ Pilotable by night. And tonight's reflection is this. Sometimes healing isn't let me rephrase that. Sometimes healing isn't really realizing you can still sing after the harmony is gone. Sometimes healing is realizing the harmony never disappeared. You simply forgot your own voice was always part of the song. I will let that sink in. So good night, mga kanetizens. Let the residue teach you. Let the silence retune you. And when you are ready,
without you.
kindly sing again.
No pain to hold.
I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.
Feel torn like a sail in a storm. Without you, yeah, I'm without you. I feel broke, like I'm half of a whole. Without you, I've got.
Oh, still here. Thank you, by the way, for reflecting with me. I'll keep holding the mirror and you handle the coffee. The coffee jars are actually down below. Thank you for helping me to keep this reflection alive. Goodbye.